I am now here with Buddy Cooper. He is the director on the cult classic slasher film, The Mutilator, and now The Mutilator 2. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you are.
I am also well. So I got to ask, before we talk about the sequel, how does it feel to have the cult classic following around a film like The Mutilator?
Well, it feels good. I don't know how else. It doesn't feel bad. It was, through the years, it has grown in popularity. More people know about it. When we first made it, none of us had any idea that it was going to have this kind of staying power. It was a lot of fun for us. All the people who worked on it, we had a good time, cast and crew, and everybody stayed in touch. And we're all delighted that a lot more people like it. It's around, yeah.
So The Mutilator has been around for 40 some odd years, and we're in this era now of horror where legacy sequels are the hot ticket item. So what made you want to make a sequel after so long?
Well, we wanted to make a sequel from the very beginning. We were kicking around ideas before the shoot of the first one was over, but things got in the way. Money was a problem. It took a while to get my money back from the first one. Then I had children going to college, and I was practicing law, which took a lot of time. And just one thing after another. My father died, and my sisters and elderly mother asked me to take over the oversight of the family business. There went another 20 years. And finally, we just reached a point where it was either do it or don't do it. Quit thinking about it. It was time to do it. It wasn't something that just occurred to me a couple of years ago. No, it's been thinking about it for a long time.
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I'm really excited to. I really enjoyed the first Mutilator. For fans of the first Mutilator, what can we expect with the sequel? How does it tie into the original?
The setup is that there is a remake being made of the original. Which afforded the opportunity to invite some of the cast from the original back. It's the last day of the shoot on this film within the film, and there's a rap party that night, and so that some of Ruth Martinez and Bill Hitchcock have returned to come to the rap party. We can expect, aside from that, we can expect much of the same that was in the first one. First one was made for the gore fans, and this one is also made for the gore fans. Practical effects. I don't know what to say. I can't say too much without giving it away. You know?
With this one, in terms of having the original cast returning, what was that like for you as a storyteller to kind of get to work with these people again?
Oh, it was rewarding, but these are not people that I haven't seen in 40 years. Bill lives near me, and Ruthie's in North Carolina in the state. We've been in touch throughout the last 40 years. We've been to horror festivals. We've been festivals where the Mutilator was shown, and Bill and Ruthie almost always went to attend. Jack Chatham came to a lot of them. We started pre-production on Mutilator 2 before the pandemic, and Jack was on board, but the pandemic came, set us back a few more years, and Jack's 96 now, and he said he just can't do it. But he did want to come down and watch the shoot, so he did come down one day. We were shooting a scene in a breakfast scene in a restaurant at the Oceanana Pier, and Jack came in and sat over there, and there's a shot in the movie. I said, Jack, if you come down, we're going to put you in the movie. He's sitting in a booth looking at the menu, and he's in there for us. Just a shot of Jack. So it's good. We've been in touch with Jack through all the years too. All the other actors too. Well, Ben Moore died, Connie Rogers died, Maury Lampley died, but the rest of us we're on each other's contact lists, email lists. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see it, and one of the things that I'm fascinated about cult classics is how they have like a life of their own after the initial release, and some of that plays into them being comfort films and or mental health safe spaces. So having something like the Mutilator being that for some individuals, how does that feel as an artist?
I've never thought of the Mutilator as creating a comfort zone for anybody. I'm delighted to learn that it is, though. I'm concerned. I often wonder about what effect the violence in movies has on violence in real life, and we try to make it clear that our movies are like comic books. They're not real. Don't think we're actually taking somebody's head off. That doesn't work that way. And we make that plain during the thing, and particularly in the end credits when we show everybody's okay. If people find solace in my pictures, I'm glad to hear it, and more power to them.
With this, also, two more questions for you. This one, we are showing the Mutilator 2 here, Creature Feature, this weekend. And what are the plans kind of post that?
Well, we are searching for distribution. We've got a couple offers. We're thinking about them, talking to lawyers about it. I was fortunate enough to meet Sylvia Kaminer, who is the director for Samantha Brown shows on PBS. Sylvia just finished a horror movie called Follow Her, which I liked a lot. And we agreed that the distribution part of making a movie sucks. She said that she took her movie to festivals and found that was a good way to proceed, and she sent to me a list of festivals which she would suggest, and I've started applying to them. So we're going to be going to festivals around the world. The first one I'm applying to is Fright Fest in London, and somewhere along the way we will get a decent distribution deal, and everybody will be able to see it.
Well, my last question for you that I'm asking artists like yourself this weekend is, what is one horror film and or franchise that has been a positive safe space or impact on your mental health?
How did you know I needed help with my mental health? I don't think there's anyone that has provided help for my mental health, although my favorite is Alien, so maybe that counts somehow, and I'm not aware of it.
That's a good choice.
Okay.
Well, buddy, thank you so much for your time.
It's been my pleasure.
Mutilator 2, if you guys haven't catched the Mutilator, you guys can stream it on multiple platforms. Go to justwatch.com to find out. Thank you so much for your time.
It's my pleasure.